Welcome, welcome, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Masculine, Feminine. I am Key, and this is our doorway. We're now in the Akashic Records library, so let's see what's in store for you guys. What books want to be connected with you in the month of July 2019? Libra, Libra's heart. Let's see, present of Libra. So, your heart has gone or is about to enter in the house of Cancer. You're taking action of your feelings, Libra. You're looking at the attitudes from the past in areas about how you use your intuition. And something else that truly connects to you. You are aware of your feelings, Libra, but how you connect to them, especially in the month of, or the birthday month of Cancer, is allowing you to see or look at things not just from a different perspective, but understand where you get your logic from. Why, even at times, you have taken a lead in life, but where does it stem from? It has a pattern or a path. Your present, Libra, spouse. So that would make sense. Spouse or spousehood could be definitely on your mind. Jumping the broom. When jumping the broom with someone, they would have to be aware of their feelings. They would have to not only care about the attitudes that they use as an action, but how to connect with you on things from the past. We all have past patterns. Sometimes it takes another person that cares about you, or that you care about them, to start to take a closer look at that. Since this is in Cancer, you're not the only one, Libras, that could be thinking about this. The person that is in your life that you're connected to could be also thinking about this as well. All right, so let's see the energy. Energy of Libras. Energy. Okay. Libra. You have taken on the things that you have wanted to tend to. Again, your connection to everything is for a reason. You do want that happy family life. And you're making sure to take care of every aspect to obtain that. Why? Because when we tend to the things that could get us closer to the things we want, when you do get that, Libra, you see why everything was supposed to be endured or taken on, because you had to spend a lot of time, care, energy, make a lot of changes for that to happen. The person in your life that is connected to you in regards to this, wow, could be another Libra or someone that takes on an air-like quality. They show to you, Libras, their logic. They show to you in ways why their logic comes from or stems from lessons that they had to learn in life. Before getting to that stage for them, they had to go through a lot of cycles to understand why feelings do play a part in the connections that we make with people. They had to have their time, energy. It's like maybe they were used to taking care of people, but when it taming, something about taming, a lot of times they have to tame other people trying to pull a wool over them and deciphering who is the one, who are people that are for them and who are the people in their lives that are not. In order for this person to understand that, Libras, they had to look at past pattern of experiences, probably when they were at a young age. What came to mind is, when have we noticed in our lives a pattern? Or when do we have to understand a pattern, Libras? Is when either a person is not showing us what is real, or they give just a little information so they can get more. For example, in my mind's eye, when we're young, when we want something, how do we get it from our parents or the person that plays a part in our lives? Did we ask them when they were aware, or did we ask them when they were sleeping? Most likely we asked them when they were sleeping, because that's when their defense is down. Yes, they're talking to you, but you could tell it's not clear. But yet they would say yes, this to get back to their dream state. The person in your life, Libras, had to learn or had to see for themselves who is really for them. And they're coming to that conclusion that you could have been one of the people that was for them. Again, they just had to go through things to see if that is true. Let's go a little further. Let's go see. Aquarius, Again, 7, you're coming in as yourself. You see that the seeds that you have planted to get your 10 of Pentacles, to get your coins, to get whatever you had to do on an everyday basis that means a lot to you. You have grown. You have grown, and you have grown by grounding yourself. And the only way you have learned that is by the stages. Just like our physical state. We know that we grown just by how we appear. Who we used to be when we were young, physically, is not who we are now. How we speak now is not the same as how we spoke when we were younger. How even what you see, Aquarius, not what you've seen in the past. It's different. Why? Because you experience things differently now. Maybe back then, how you looked at selections in life was too much energy. Too much moving around. Maybe you did. You actually liked moving around a lot and seeing what's out there in the world. But like anything, when you have a schedule and you have to consistently keep up with that, it can get tiring. Yet, when you stick in there, you'll start to see it grow. And you may be experiencing that in your environment right now, where the things that you have been starting, or the stages that you had to go through to ground yourself, you're going to start to slowly see those results. But nonetheless, you're going to see your results. So your seeds are well planted. It's interesting. You and the person that is interested in you, Libras, are sharing the same number. So you can be definitely soulmates. It's like y'all marry each other a lot. Just like in this card, too. Similar expressions. It's not one excited than the other. Both are. Okay. How is the person that is interested in you feeling? Okay. They are becoming more tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. You are the earth, and they're the emotional side. They're using their intuition. Whatever seeds that you have planted, it took emotions to have grown them. So in a way, Libras, just like the scales, you know it's not just one side to a scale. It's two sides to the scale. And whoever plays that part in your life, in some way, shape, or fashion, they have tended to not only the stages with you, but the stages in how they grow themselves. Again, you and this other may be experiencing this, yes, in different ways, but the same. So if you wonder, Libras, like if you have been experiencing, noticing that the things that you have grown made you stronger, made you wiser, made you stern, made you more stable on not only who you are, but why you love the way you are and how you move in life. Yes, it definitely would take another. And this person is bringing their emotions or will be bringing their emotions soon to this equation. Maybe the next stages is emotion for you and this person. Having that opportunity to look at how and why you feel the way you feel about each other. The steps, the stages you had to endure with each other and separate. So you may not be speaking to each other or waiting for the opportunity to speak to each other. So let's see. Ten of Earth. 7 of Air. Okay. Libras. Wow, you're again matching your counterpart. Now you're looking back at your stages. You're looking at why whatever you had to go through was worth even your emotions. So again, Libras, maybe you have already went through your emotions state, like why do you feel the way you do, but understanding and having more clarity on that, instinctively knowing why. Because when you have instincts, then you know your instincts is definitely here to help you survive, but you know it's a universal survival. You know that other people in the world had to have experienced something similar to you, and when they got out of it, what and why it made them become who they are. But most importantly, Libras, you're seeing that no matter what, you have navigated what you wanted to experience and why. So you know before you even step into something what you want. Is seeing it through. And Libras, you have seen it through because you're about to get a celebration of wish fulfillment. And that's wonderful. From you getting this wish fulfillment, your person is starting to awaken to their path. It's starting to awaken to why they would need to start making preparations or preparing themselves for you two to meet once more. So again, maybe you and your significant other, or you and the person that is interested in you or definitely loves you, is mainly because, or not mainly because I say that, is what I feel with you and the person in your life. They love you because if not, why go through all these stages? Why become stronger and more concerned about another besides yourself? These are the patterns that anybody, when you speak to them, could understand. That that's when you know that you do love someone. When you're not just concerned about their self-being in regards to you, Libras. Like, say for instance, you may have experienced people just caring about themselves and not caring about you, or you caring about someone but that equal amount of care. Now you have someone that is matching you, but it took them to actually go through a lot of steps within themselves and around them to get to that place with you. So they're starting to be aware of that. Again, you know that the changes you make and that you are making is going to get you one step closer to uniting with the person that does love you. But like anything that we love, is it worth waiting for? Just like the seeds that you have planted, it was worth putting them in the soil in the first place. You had to know, first of all, what seeds you want to plant, what you wanted in your life, Libras, and then you set on that course to make it happen. You knew you needed every element to get what you want to unify, to come back to life, that resurrection. And if this changes, if you're wondering, is it just you alone? It's not just you alone. But you are experiencing that love is not always going to be light. Sometimes love has lessons in them for you to, when you do meet that person, to have more, not just stability, but the courage to stand together and go forth. Yet, it's like taking love and making it unconditional. Even when you're not with them, you're with them. Even when they're not with you, Libras, they're with you in energy, in other people. Again, that pattern. You have the courage to understand that now. Or you always have, but now you're making it more, it's becoming more comforting. The person in your life is, again, they're waiting for the opportunity to connect with you, or they're waiting for the opportunity to be with you. So the wheel of fortune is going to be on their side in regards to that. Because both of you guys have gone through things separately that can make this union, when it does come together, not only just for a season, but to the point of spousehood. So let's see what the sacred. Ooh, okay. Sacred Libra. Okay. Libra. Wow, Temperance. Okay. So again, you know that you have elevated to being more, understanding that you are balanced and using not just your instincts for yourself, but seeing how it plays a part in what kind of partnership you would want with someone, or what kind of love you would want with someone, what kind of traits would they have to have naturally in them. And in that, having a passion to see it through, this person would have to see you in them like you see yourself. Or why am I getting this feeling, Libras, that the waiting requires you to have some patience? Maybe you have been patient before, when it comes to this relationship? Or again, what was your reaction when you had to wait for something, Libras? This is going to play a part if the uniting will work out for you, and that you will see that it is worth your time. Libra's other, wow, death. They are definitely transforming. Two major arcanas. So both of you guys are making huge steps to not just reunite, but to make sure that when you do reunite, it will be nothing in your paths to try to stop that at all, because you already tackled it in your reality. But Libras, your person is going through a transformation. That would explain why you probably haven't heard from them, and you don't want to get ticked off or think that, oh, are they leaving me alone? Am I wasting my time? You see something there. You see something here. You know it's here. But you have to understand that your instincts is telling you right. But you have to have faith that it is. Because if not, then why do the things that you're doing? This person is doing the same thing. When we are working, do we have time to call the person that we care about to speak to them? No. Because we know we're working. But most importantly, we know why the work is significant in even being able to have that relationship with them. You'll have the money to pay off a bill, to be able to not only talk to them, but use that tool to see them, or anything else. So, Libras, your other had to let something go within them, or something had died within them to be reborn again from a different perspective or different way of doing it. So if you haven't heard from them, it's probably because it's wow. It's like before going on a date, you go and get a shape up. Wow, I don't know why that came up. Or you go to the salon. It's like before a date, you go to get whatever your hair done, the men, their hair cut. And as they're waiting in the chair to get their shape up, or you're waiting in the chair to get your hair washed and getting yourself ready, you have that time to wait to say, oh, okay, I don't know. That's when topics about love comes up, or relationships. I mean, you're in an establishment that is circled around that. When do we ever get our hair done, or the fellas get their hair cut? Is when we want the person that is waiting on us to see that it was worth it. And I don't know, it's that energy here. But you're making them, Libras, start to be aware of that. Like, everything that we do, yes, we're used to doing for ourselves, but when you have somebody that loves you, it makes you want to not only do the mundane, but see that those everyday things have a purpose when you find that special person, though. Libra, 8 of Cups. So you're thinking about if you should walk away or not, if you should keep the distance right now, or keep space among you and your person. You understand that you are starting something, or what you have started, again, is growing. It's starting to bloom in its own state. And you don't want to be in the person that you love's way either. So you might be cautious to start anything right now, especially in the retrograde. Your person is in the Six of Pentacles, so they want to give that equal exchange of not only passion, but time and energy for you. They want to know that whatever you are doing, they want to match that. But like anything, it requires them to have a purpose in that, to have a reason for it. And they're seeing that the reason is you. Whatever you're doing, Libras, keep doing it. You're aware of what not only it would take to have a partnership, but you are seeing that being your true self, loving yourself, and whatever you instinctively know, being confident and sticking it out, was worth every roller coaster ride, every carousel ride. So if these books connect with you, press the like button, share, and subscribe. We will see you on the other side. If you would like to get more books, look in the description box below.